Working students. Have you ever thought about the thousands of kids who have to work to provide for their families? People always say the grass is greener on the other side. We love our front lawn. We don't care to admire others' lawns. The lawns where the children of the family have to be the providers. Thousands of kids in high school come home, change into a uniform, and head to work. They spend hours in a building staring at a board trying to absorb the information being explained to them. When the final bell rings, they leave school and go to work because they have to. An article says 4 out of 5 students have a part-time job while being in high school. These students have to provide for their families since their parents aren't playing the adult role. They spend hours learning to retain the curriculum they teach in school while trying to juggle having a job and being an adult at such a young age. This can cause much for the student to go wrong, such as unneeded stress, grades failing, depression, and also anxiety. The child shouldn't have to play the adult role when parents are capable. But if the parents are incapable, then the student may feel the need to work for the family because the adults of the family can't. This causes the child to take on the adult role. They're taking on the adult roles when they're still young. They're taking on the responsibility of an adult when they're only 16, 18 years old. They're not experiencing the childhood that every child should have. It causes them to grow up at such a young age. Who wants to look back on their life and say, I've never had a fun childhood and all I did was work? Teenagers should be allowed to experience life before they absolutely have to work. Plus, they get the added stress of going to school every single day. They have to work twice as hard to keep their grades up and work to provide for their families. They have to work twice as hard as the ordinary student and twice as hard as the ordinary adult, which may cause their grades, which they work so hard for, to slip and fall. Of course, any ordinary student, their grades may fall, but when you're working twice as hard and you see your grades fall, it's devastating for them. This can determine if they go to college, graduate high school, or work in fast food for the rest of their lives. This can lead to added stress on top of the stress they're already put through each and every day. Then there's a side where they can't handle the stress of financially providing for a family. And when they can't handle the stress, this may lead to them thinking of suicide or running away. May be the only way to get from it. They don't understand that they should be having a childhood of their own. Kids should not have to take on the adult role. They should be able to have a childhood and be able to focus only on school. Their grades may slip due to unneeded stress that they go through. They feel as though what they do now determines how their family is later on in the future. They feel that they're the only reason their family is alive, so they keep working. This is sad but true. There are thousands of students who have to work to provide for their families. Next time you go to a fast food restaurant or retail store in the mall, look at teens and think to yourself, they're going through something I know nothing about, and help them have